When he said that New Zealand needed to have an honest rather than emotional conversation about asset sales, was he referring to Winston Peters, who said that his proposed asset sales are wanton neoliberalism, failed economics, an admission of failure, and a disaster?
Well, I'm just excited that the member's come back overnight. He's learned a little bit about what a capital raise is versus an asset sale. He's learnt the difference between equity and debt. And he wants to have another economic conversation from the man that spent $66 billion and failed to take account for it and didn't show up to a COVID inquiry. But I just say to the member, I answered this question yesterday, it's entirely appropriate that we actually have a more sensible, less political conversation to say, are our assets deployed in the optimal way to get the best return to New Zealand taxpayers and citizens and to deliver them benefits?
Supplementary question, Mr. Speaker. Was Winston Peters wrong when he said the government's proposal to sell down its remaining interest in Chorus was creative accounting of the worst sort? And if not, in what ways was he wrong?
Well, on Chorus, again, I noticed the member was very confused about equity and debt. They're two pretty basic concepts in economics, but having watched his public comments in recent weeks. But again, what we have going on here is a legitimately good inquiry to ask for some advice, to say, is there a different way to actually offload that debt now rather than later, so that we can deploy that money into something, an asset, that would have more benefit to New Zealanders than being tied up in Chorus debt. We'll get that advice, take it to Cabinet, have a good chat, we'll see where we get to.
Supplementary question, Mr. Speaker. So if Winston Peters calls his explanations creative accounting of the worst sort and doesn't believe what he says on asset sales, why should New Zealanders?